What's up, guys? And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a scenario where Civilization starts over. If you haven't seen the last episode, go check that out because this has a bunch of spoilers in it if you haven't seen the last one. But it is episode 7 of the series now. This series is going pretty strong so far. Tell me in the comment section below how you like Civilization so far. And so, I forgot to update the map from the last video. I'm filming this right after the last video, so it's kind of hard to do that, as I will update everything after the next video. It is episode 7, like I said, and in 2 episodes, the Americas might be discovered, and I probably should not say that anymore. But, if you guys do enjoy this video, by the end of the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, also hit the like button. Our new goal with subscribers for now is 70. We are at 61 as of recording this, and let's get straight into this video. We are going to be starting off over here in Africa, where we see this, area is still going pretty strong over here within this region. As we see, they go ahead and meet up over here, and the Sahara is now sectioned off from everything else. As we also see over here, we see more exploration is happening into the Sahara, as they are mostly focusing on it now, as Egypt can't really expand anywhere, as if they go after these guys, major controversy. Well, a lot of countries would just hate them. As now, taking a look away from that for now, we go in and see some more exploration into this area happens. As we also see, they go more down this coast, and they will end it off here. Now, discovering of the Americas doesn't happen for a bit, but that doesn't mean countries can set up colonies, right? This series is going by fast, but honestly, I like a fast series because it's also ending episode 70. And I have some big plans because World War I might be starting soon. South Africa does some more exploration into these territories. As also, let's go ahead and do a quick recap of the last episode. We saw Ireland was discovered, more exploration over here. The Indian Union was also formed, as well as the Persian-Afghan split. As over here, China was also created, and Korea expanded heavily. And the Mayan Empire has become officially a Mayan Empire. So now we also see a brand new area has a lot of nations being born out of it. Well, one actually. This area is now going to be known as the Incan Empire, forming itself within this territory and having navally discovered this. And yet they still have not got a color until now, when the Incan Empire finds itself in 2 different countries. These 2 different countries are going to be Chile and, North Inca and South Inca. I'm going to call them that just so it's better for me to pronounce. Anyways, they sound terrible. Give me one, as these guys have not set up capitals yet. But now if we come over here, they're starting to do some more exploration into the sea. As, in real life, there was countries forming small little countries over here. That is the wrong color. As well as they formed small little colonies. Well, that's what's happening today. As a country who decided to discover this territory, first up, Carthaginian expansion. We haven't seen the Carthaginians expand for a while, so Carthage will go ahead and expand into the Saharan areas, and Carthage is becoming pretty big. As over here, they will also claim over these islands, and Carthage is pretty big. Now, if we go to take our eyes off of this for now, we see a pretty major war will start. And this war will be leaving an independence route for a brand new nation as Carthage expands more into these territories. And guess who's getting themselves involved in the war? Carthage. And it's going to be Carthage. This is the Carthaginian Empire's first war major war that they will be participating in. This is against the Greeks, the Venetians, the French, and the Portuguese, as well as, for some reason, the Cretians. That's what they're going to be called for now. As we see, this starts because an area over here out of this territory will declare its independence. That is already a color. As we see, this area known as Rome will basically, that looks, you know what, it has to be a different color. You know what, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then we're going to give it a little bit of this color, and that is purple. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to sprinkle in a little bit of this color. Well, that works. As you see, a Roman area will declare its independence out of the Carthaginians, as they no longer want to be under their rule, placing their administrative capital within the city of Rome. Right here, as we see, the Roman rebellion will start to take place. Venice, Greece, France, and Portugal, as well as the Cretians, will go ahead and look at Carthage and say, this European territory is mine. The first nation to invade is actually Greece over here, as Greece will go and invade into these territories, as Greece wanted to expand recently into these territories, as they go in and meet up with the Roman rebellion and will start to capture more of the Sicilian territory. Well, another country declares its independence. This country is actually a country no one ever thought would declare its independence because they really like being under Carthaginian rule. But this is going to be known as what we call as either Catalonia or Spain. They will be setting themselves up within these territories and officially declare their independence. And over here, the Romans will go ahead and invade into these territories to capture this. And they also invade into Corsica and Sardinia to capture this. Now, once again, France joined the war, and they split these two off. Now, the Spaniards or Catalonians, whatever you want to call them, will go ahead and take this territory over here, as the French, the only reason they joined is so they can get some territory and form a colony. Over here, the Portuguese will also take advantage of this, quickly capturing this area, and the Carthaginians are starting to pretty heavily lose, only having one European territory left, as the Cretians will invade and only into a little bit of territory, not before Carthage, being one of the stronger nations in the world, kicks them out. Now let's go and take a look at world rankings. So let's go and create a brand new layer for this. And if I can rename it, we're going to go to ranks. This is going to be the military ranks of the world, as I would say it is about maybe the late 1200s at this point, as the world, in the actual world in the late 1200s, was definitely way more advanced than this, but also it's episode 7 for my Wix though, so let's go and take a look at the ranks where I will be placing the one, like the number on the nation, like that, but like Greece is not number 1. First up, let's go and take a look at number 1. Number 1, of course, is Egypt. Egypt, going through trial and error many times, has finally come back out at number 1. Before them, it was originally Carthage, but they're losing the war right now. Number 2 over here is the Dutch. The Dutch have come a long way and were formed pretty recently, I'm pretty sure, maybe in episode 3, and have already started to form an empire over here in Ireland. Number 3 is Sinai. After losing the war with Egypt, they went down to number 8 and are now back to number 3. Number 4 officially is Greece. Greece has become a pretty strong nation, as Carthage is starting to lose a lot of territory. Speaking about Carthage, Carthage is number 5 in the world. How are they losing? Who knows? But number 6 is actually France. The European nations are coming out as some pretty strong nations. Number 7 is Oman over here. Oman has also become a pretty strong nation over the years, and now they are number 7. If I can adjust my chair so I can do better. Number 8 officially is the Orange Team, or Caspia is what I will be calling them. Caspia has come out on top, and they are a huge nation now. At the beginning of the series, when they were formed, I never thought that they would become this big. but I was completely wrong. Also, hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. I'm gonna speak up a little and turn up the mic's volume. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good, but if you can't, I'm sorry, this mic is not the best, but it'll have to do for now, as I cannot completely do anything as I broke my mic. So, very sorry about that. Number 9 is also Venice over here. Venice has also become a pretty big trading empire, as I knew. But also, Venice might get themselves into a pretty big war by now. I've also only been filming for around 12 minutes, so we have to keep this going. And officially, number 10 is going to be over here in the South Indian Union. After forming all of these guys were number 15, these guys were number 9, and Sri Lanka was like number 42 or something. There's not 42 countries in the world, but Sri Lanka was the weakest nation. And now these guys are number 10. If you guys want me to see doing like 11 through 20, I will put that in the comment section below. But those are the world rankings. And let's get straight back to this war. Over here, these guys will quickly capture, and oh, of course, they will capture this territory, and the Venetians are kind of tired of it. The Venetians want more territory. And so they go in and buy off this. With buying off this territory, they also come over to these guys and will then buy off Cyprus. They then also go ahead and go to Spain and will buy off these two islands. And finally, they will be going over to Carthage and being like, yo, and they say no, of course. That makes sense. Wouldn't it? No, well, Spanish, you're pretty stupid at the moment, so we don't have to talk about that. So Carthage is officially now stuck to only these territories, and what was that sound? And officially, in this peace treaty, it's really just going to be a whole bunch of countries getting territory. So let's quickly take a look at what our peace treaty will be looking like. But this is what our peace treaty will be looking like, as let's go and take a look at it. First up, the French will be annexing these territories, and the French now have a Mediterranean border. Over here, the Portuguese take this, and these guys will be taking this. Over here, the Greeks will be taking all of this territory, and the Romans will then go ahead and take this for themselves. As we then see, Venice will be capturing Sicily and Malta, as well as these two islands, leaving Carthage now only to this territory. We also now see capitals are needing to be formed for two brand new nations. First up, over here, their capital in Catalonia will be placed right here in this city. And over here in Rome, it will be placed right there. And their new names will be Rome, and theirs will be Spain for now. We also go ahead and see the Iberian divide will happen, with these guys taking this, and Galicia will take this. And finally, I can take a look at peace, as this territory is finally finished off. Over here, we also see some more expansion, as we see there's a lot of white over here. But we're going to be, for now, with Europe, going to be done, as I haven't been filming for a bit. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, I had to do something real quick. As we come over here, as Vietnam and Korea are starting to realize that each other exists. Vietnam also discovers Taiwan. Right for them. Definitely not going to lead to controversy in the future. Probably will, but who cares? As they also come over here and will meet up with the Shanghai territories, and they will finally meet up, as we see these territories finally know each other exist. As Korea also discovers Japan, so I guess that's good. As by the way, if you guys want to create flags for my Wixo, go to the Discord server. You can send them to me on the Discord flags and that stuff. So, as this area of Japan is officially discovered, Japan has been discovered. Also, I have a lot of time to film. I have a 3-day weekend because the term has officially ended, and I can film some more videos for you guys without having to worry. Now, a joint cooperation, now that all of these guys know each other exist, a joint cooperation has officially been made. The Orange Team, Korea, and China are now all trying to meet up and within this territory. Now, of course, my Wixo is extremely advanced and for the time, but is also the early or late 1200s at this point, maybe mid 1200s. As, yeah, you know, very complicated. Oh, we see some more exploration into the Sahara with I'm getting this is stupid. You know what? You know what? The Sahara has been discovered. That looks so much better. And you know what, guys? Also, we're gonna go ahead and do something. More ocean exploration needs to be made, guys. Over here, these guys make a joint cooperation to discover these areas over here, and they discover Iceland. Great. And yeah, some more exploration is happening over here. As we see, Bro, I can't speak! I don't know what just happened. I went. Please, nobody clip that, please. Please, I beg of you, do not clip that. That is the wrong color. As these territories are discovered, and we see Greenland's a little bit discovered as well, kind of. And with these territories being discovered, they're getting closer to America. And if the Americas are discovered, that means colonization. Well, that's already happening. Yes, guys, colonization might have came too soon, but I'm really proud of myself, and I really like the series so far. And I'm really tired of Africa being gray. Sorry, I think I overreacted there. But we see some nations are starting to set up colonies. First up, the Dutch go ahead and set up a little colony within Iceland just to claim over it. As we also see, they set up a little southern claim within Greenland. As also in the comment section below, guys, tell me if you want to see me add ports and that stuff to it, like a port slayer. That might be cool, or like, yeah. I know you guys in the comments are gonna be like, colonization is coming too soon. You know what I'm gonna say to your face? Okay, let me grab my mic real quick. Sorry if it sounds loud, guys, but I don't care right now. Okay, I do not care. Okay, I do not care what you guys say. It's my series. I can control how it is. You guys can't tell me what to do. Remember, my series, my rules. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the video now. As we see, the Dutch also come over here to Africa. France, the Dutch, and actually the Portuguese will come over to Africa, and the Dutch will set up a Nigerian colony over here. Now, this was not Egypt and the Carthaginians' plan. The Dutch have set up a small little colony, and I don't think this is what it's used for what we're thinking about. You're probably thinking slaves. That is 100 completely percent true. And the French will set up a pretty coastal one over here, as the Portuguese will also decide to. What is happening? I hate this. And the Portuguese will set up a Senegal colony over here, and they will go in and claim over these islands. They even had them in real life, so yeah, I guess that works. As Korea, if we come back over here, they quickly capture a lot of the Japanese territory within the south. As yeah, that territory has been claimed. Over here, we also finally see the yellow team is claiming over more of the Baltics, and they meet up and will claim over some Finnish territory. And over here, the Norwegians will also claim over a lot of this territory, as we see two Viking empires are formed. The Norwegian, and the Swedish. The Swedish one is probably just a little bit smaller, but the Swedish also have a small little colony right here. Now, also, we see another colony is being set up. The Swedish, of course, want some colonies as well, so the Swedish will go ahead and come over here to Africa and will set up an extremely small little shipping colony, and it is actually not going to be used for slaves. Over here, we also see the rest of Ireland is going to be claimed over. That is by Scotland, and this territory is claimed over by the Welsh. As this territory is looking too white. That sounds racist, but I do not care, because I'm white as well. As we go ahead and see, this territory is looking really ugly, like I said. So let's go ahead and split it up. First up, we see the Russians will go ahead and, well, the South Russians will go ahead and claim over all of this territory, expanding their territory pretty mildly. Over here, the French will go ahead and claim over this territory, and we see the Romans will go ahead and want to get in on this, and the Romans will claim over this small piece of territory. We also then see the Venetians will go ahead and claim over just not too much territory, but mostly within the north. Over here, we also see the Dutch will go ahead and claim over some territory, meeting up with, over here, Venetians claiming over all of that. As the Polish will go ahead and claim over just a little bit of territory, deciding to claim over this territory. Over here, the Greeks will go ahead and claim over this. And also, the Greeks are now going to officially be called the Byzantine Empire. Over here, the Romanians will claim over this territory and that one pixel. And over here, these guys will claim over this territory. So, boom. Now, this yet still looks ugly. So let's create some brand new nations. First up, if we go ahead and mix red, so red and orange, it creates red and yellow, it creates orange. So, boom, colors. That will be the first nation. Over here, we also see another nation is born, being like Austria or Hungary, whatever you want to name it. Over here, another nation is going to be born, which is going to be Lithuania, formed within this territory, and then the Swedish colony is lost to the Lithuanians. And then the next territory will be, go ahead, and will be given over to, boom, these guys. And this territory will then officially be claimed over by none other than the Russians, who are officially going to be known as the Russians after they have gotten pretty big. The yellow team has claimed over this territory, and the Swedish have met up with up here, and Europe has been finished off. That looks much better. Over here, new capitals, of course, need to be set up, such as the Swiss capital being placed right there. Their capital is going to be placed right here. I would say they're going to be placed on rivers. That's mainly on a river, so I see that's good. Over here, their capital is going to be placed right here. And Lithuania is placed right there. So boom, brand new nations, and that looks much better. Now also, if we come over here, like I said, there's a joint operation to go ahead and meet up, and the Chinese and the Koreans start to do just that, as they start to make a spearhead investigation over here to where these guys are, as these guys take a short detour over here with a group of explorers, and it's not looking too good. They go off track, and then have to go back, and eventually meet up with Lake Baikal, the deepest lake in the world. Once again, wrong cover! Sorry, that might have sounded a little loud. As eventually they're close to meeting up, but they will be stopped for now, as over here in the south, we see this has been made, and the world is coming to be pretty good, and we will see this video will be ending. If you guys enjoyed, Wixo episode 7. Make sure you like and subscribe, as well as if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications. Remember, we are in a sub war with Lachlan Mapping, first to 100 subscribers. And right now, I'm about maybe 15 ahead. And as of this video and the recording, we have about 61 subscribers. And yeah, remember, if you guys have any Wixo flags you want to submit, you can go ahead and submit them in the Discord server, or maybe even in the comments if you want. Remember, join the Discord server, and for the 60 subscriber special, I created Geo's Community Wixo, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye!